Yo, what's good, YouTube man? Welcome back to another weekly trading review, man. I'm gonna be going over this week's trading performance. I'm gonna talk about it. I was negative this week, so yeah, man. Hope you learned some lessons with me and enjoyed the video, bro. Yo, what's good, YouTube man? Welcome back to my weekly trading review. I'm going to be going over this week's performance, my trading performance, how I can improve, what made the week go green, and how I can improve and eventually become a profitable trader at the end of the year. So lock in. So I'm down 2.05% this week, or 753 kroner. I had 5 trading days, 3 trades taken with a 0% win rate. Rule adherence was 3 out of 5, which is the most important metric. I need this to be out of 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 at the least. So emotional control average 8.1, daily performance rating 7.9 out of 10. So this week represents a partial stabilization in discipline, but with critical psychological breakdown event reintroduced, which is revenge trading. So compared to last week, B tier participation was reduced, patience was maintained, emotional baseline was stable, but execution breach severity increased with the revenge trade. So this is important. Last week's issue was inconsistent discipline. This week's issue is isolated but high impact rule violation. However, the foundation still shows strength outside of that single breakdown. So the key shift this week was from inconsistent discipline to mostly controlled execution with one emotional breach. The capital result, negative 2.05%, is slightly better than last week, but the losses were still largely avoidable, which is a really good thing. So, more importantly, they came from one specific failure pattern, not general inconsistency. So, what did I do well this week? Number one, I had high quality patience and no trade discipline. 3 out of 5 days were correct no trade days with clean execution and no forcing behavior. Notable confirmations was that I skipped B tier setups that would have lost on Tuesday and Friday. No urgency to recover losses and accepted market conditions objectively. So, this reinforces patience, and patience is now a core behavior, not something fragile. Number two, emotional control remains strong. Emotional control remains strong. This is baseline now. So across the week, no emotional spirals, no tilt across multiple days, and stable mindset before and after sessions. Even on losing days, I remained process focused. I accepted outcomes quickly. So, an important distinction was that the revenge trade was not a full emotional collapse. This was a momentary lapse in discipline after a trigger. Number three, I improved loss control and in trade awareness. For example, on RMSG, this was Thursday, I think. I recognized rejection and cut quickly. I maintained small loss despite imperfect setup. This shows increasing ability to read price objectively while in a trade and reduced attachment to being right. This is a professional level skill development. Number four, strong pre-market preparation habits is emerging. So breathing exercises before market open. I'm calm and neutral mindset and I have no urgency. Breathing exercises before market open actually helps me a lot. So this is directly contributing to better patience and better decision quality early in sessions. So that's a really good thing, and I need to continue doing going forward. So, what went wrong this week? This is where did everything go upside down? So, number one, revenge trading reappeared. This is the primary issue. On day 4 or Thursday, on EEIQ, oops, I took a revenge trade. We can go check it out. EEIQ. Uh, this was over here. I made a video about this, but this was a revenge trade. And as you can see, if I just would have stayed a little more patient, I would have gotten in. But this was the revenge trade. This was first a valid setup, but it rejected like crazy, and then I took a super small loss, and then I took a revenge trade. So yeah. So this is the most important event of the week. The pattern is initial loss and immediate re-entry on a lower quality setup and a maybe trade. It has worse execution plus a larger loss. This confirms emotional trigger turns into discipline override, which turns into a rule violation. So a key point, this was not random. It was triggered by frustration from rejection and desire to regain control. This is a high risk behavior, even if infrequent. So number two, entering suboptimal conditions and a grinder misread on RMSG on day 3. We can go check this out. RMSG on day 3. That's a Wednesday. So this is it's here. Yeah, on Wednesday here. This is a grinder, as you can see. I can see it much clearly right now that this is a grinder, but I didn't see it in real time that this is a grinder. So yeah, uh, when it's a grinder, this went only up 20% in 14 minutes, and every time it makes a new high, you see all of these top wicks right here and right here. This should be like a clear sign that I should not enter off these trades right here. So that's pretty much it. What I need to focus on with when I need to spot grinders, basically. This is how to spot a grinder. It makes a new high, huge, many top wicks, and just goes sideways. Makes a new high, huge top wicks, just goes sideways. So yeah. Oops. Okay, I gotta edit that out. Hopefully. Um. So yeah. The issue was enter the stock showing clear grinding behavior. The signs were visible. Repeated resistance, weak continuation, and top wicks. This indicates pattern recognition lag in real-time execution. I identified it after, but not before entry. So, number 3, slight impatience in volatile environments. On day 4, the first trade on EEIQ, I entered too early on a valid setup and I did not allow structure to fully develop. This shows minor FOMO under volatility, a slight rushing in execution timing. So, importantly, this is a refinement issue, not a major flaw. So, daily breakdown. This is just a daily breakdown of how every day went. So, on Monday, outcome was 0%. It was a no trade day. Behavior quality was very good. Clean no trade day with good patience. And then it was another no trade day. Behavior quality was excellent. Skipped losing B tier setup. On day 3, I had a 0.45% outcome. Behavior quality was good, and a grinder misread, controlled loss. So, and then it was negative 1.6%, and behavior quality was below average, and it was a revenge trade and emotional lapse, and then it was a correct low probability day behavior. So there's an emerging pattern comparing to last week and this week. Last week I had B tier participation frequently, discipline was inconsistent, and no revenge trading. So, however, emotional baseline was still stable, and patience was strong, and awareness is increasing. So the current structure looks like this. My market reading is improving, emotional stability is strong, patience is strong, and execution discipline is mostly stable but fragile under trigger. So my setup filtering has improved, and trigger management is in a current bottleneck. So my key observation is that my development has shifted from I take bad trades constantly or consistently to I trade well but break rules in specific emotional moments. So this is a higher level problem because it happens less often but has a larger negative impact. This means I'm now training emotional trigger resistance, not general discipline. So my conclusion is that this week was a controlled week with one high impact mistake. My key outcomes was negative 2.05%. I had 3 trades, 1 revenge trade, and which is a major violation. I had 3 high quality no trade days and 1 grinder misread. So most importantly, patience remains strong, emotional baseline is stable, no prolonged tilt, and my interpretation is that my system works but breaks under specific stress events. So my focus for next week is to number 1, zero tolerance on revenge trading. And a new rule: after every single loss, I need to have a mandatory 5-minute reset. No immediate re entry under any condition. My execution rule is if urge to trade quickly appears, I need to step away physically. Number 2, I need to identify and avoid grinders pre entry. So, my checklist before entry: are highs getting rejected? Is momentum clean or choppy? Is there repeated top wicks? If unclear, then don't trade the stock, delete the stock from your watch list. So, number 3, improve timing on valid setups, my refinement rule. So let's set up fully confirm and avoid entering on first signal in high volatility. I do not need early entries, I need high probability entries. Number 4, maintain current psychological routines. Continue breathing exercises and maintain neutral mindset. Keep focus on process over P&L. So this is currently a major strength. My action plan: number 1, no revenge trading, it's zero tolerance. Number 2, A plus setups only. I've said this so many times. I've had this like every single week review, I think. A plus setups only. No trading immediately after a loss, so basically no revenge trading. And avoid grinders completely. My tactical adjustments: so before session, I need to mentally rehearse no trade after loss. I need to define grinder characteristics, and during session after loss, I need to step away, and if I'm unsure, do not trade. And after the entry, I need to let the trade play out with no emotional interference. So my summary to carry forward: my strengths: I have my patience is strong and consistent, emotional control is baseline and stable, awareness and self-analysis is improving, loss control is improving, and pre-market routine is effective. My weaknesses is revenge trading under stress, grinder recognition timing, and slight impatience in volatile setups. The core issue now is emotional reaction to losses leading to rule breaks. I'm no longer losing from lack of skill, I'm losing from momentary lapses in control. My final perspective is that trajectory remains positive, but progression now depends on eliminating single high impact mistakes. If you remove revenge trading this week, likely shifts from negative 2.05% to break even or even positive. I'm now in a phase where one mistake defines the entire week. This is a precision level trading, and I am very close. That was pretty much it for my weekly trading review. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got something useful out of it. If you didn't, that's okay. If you did, that's really good. That makes me happy. Leave a like. I don't know, bro. Just enjoy the video, bro. Peace out.